Hello all, hope you is good. Welcome back to EU4 with a new campaign of Switzerland. So, let's do things from the main menu this time. So, as Switzerland, we start with a random point republic. In other words, this can be anything from 000 to 666. Unless I get less than, I don't know, 4 points delta in all of this, I won't be re-rolling, we'll just grab whatever we first get. For ideas, we get Merc maintenance, which is very handy, infantry combat ability, and we finish with discipline. We get Merc manpower and discipline here, which is going to be great for this campaign. Tolerance of heretics, stab cost, full maintenance and defense, dev cost, 80 prestige, production efficiency. Overall, pretty mid ideas, but a couple helpful ones for the premise of the campaign. So, let's get into this. One thing I know about Switzerland is that as a country code, Switzerland is CH, Confederation Helvetica. Also, I don't know much about the living conditions of Switzerland, but I know that the flag is a big plus. Let's get into it. So, to begin with, what are these units? These aren't Mercs. Let's get rid of them. So yes, the plan is Mercs only. I'll accept no less. Let's also grab a debased currency or two. Let's just go one for now. And oh, there was a 3 siege here in the Reichsläufer. Excellent, that will do for now. They're not exactly the free Swiss Guard if I have to spend 1.5 ducats a month on them, are they? So anyway, we'll summon a deer and we'll get into the agendas. Vardo. So immediately go into Savoy. Let's maybe all provinces in Romandy. You know what, let's go through the agendas and stuff and then work out what I want to do with this, okay? Let's just maybe stop myself from being stun locked. So let's seize land to get the crown land immediately. We'll start with the powers as per usual. Where possible, which in this case of course it is possible. I'll take clerical education. Religious diplomats is actually kind of useful. For nobility, I will take the court positions. Probably the Diet call later. But let's do this for now. I don't even really need the free general from officer rights, honestly, because it's only a couple Merc companies that don't come with their own ruler. But that's okay, that's okay. Also, when I say ruler, I of course mean general. Don't worry about it. I do like promoting the burghers' bookkeeping, but for now, I want patronage of the arts. I think I'm doing this wrong, you know. I should be creating patronage of the arts before I seize land, so I get 20 prestige instead of 15, because I think it scales off your influence, the effect. Oh well, whatever. It doesn't really matter, it's a drop in the ocean, isn't it, really? And I think that's it for now. We'll work out the rest as we go across, I think. The city expansion privileges does sound like it could be cool, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So, rivals. Let's grab Savoy, maybe? Hold on, missions. So we need to have 90% of the force limit fraction and 1 stab, which then gives me cause on Switzerland and Romandy. Expand the Swiss Guard, blah blah blah. Integrate the 3 leagues. I think if we get friendly with 3 of these, I believe there's an event That could happen where they become our vassal. But hey, let's just go... Actually, let's go for that route. I'm going to rival Savoy. In fact, when I did Switzerlake, I got them as a vassal. There's like an outlying chance to get them. We'll rival Palatinate. And I'll rival Baden. And I forgot to even look at my my leader's stats, but 112, 112, 98. Oh, 554. Wow, I actually did get really lucky. So let's go focus on Mill. I'll wait to build the Mercs before we look into where the focus will go. Or rather with the advisors. Because I won't have too much in the way of money extra. Let's grab Vord. So now I've got one stab. 90% of the army. I need another company. See, they're going to be kind of expensive. Top and sold, no, doesn't sound too bad. You know what? Let's ally the 3 leagues. Or do I want to? You know what? Let's ally them. Who hates Savoy? Milan, Castile and Austria. I don't think I'm going to like Austria in this campaign. I think I have plans that supersede Austria, honestly. And let's see here. So I've only got 3 leagues. Why am I thinking that's enough? We'll grab some random off-the-cuff allies. We'll see how we go. And then... no way Burgundy or France will ally me. I was about to say no way Burgundy or France will ally me, and then France just decided they wanted to ally me. They won't help me against Savoy, of course, but hey, is what it is. So yeah, let's grab a 1.4. Another loan. Another loan for the Schwarzguard. Well, the Flemish company is the same cost for the same amount of units, but also gives me 5% combat ability from this Merc, or you know, for the units in the Merc stack. So let's do that. Also, was it a mistake to ally the 3 leagues? I'll find out soon enough. If they get no other allies, it was a mistake to ally the 3 leagues. Because I could have just declared war on them and taken the land immediately. We'll see. Burgundy and Austria are increasing their relations with them. So maybe it was okay. Meanwhile, Savoy have Aragon, Lucha and Mulhouse. Oh, come on, throw me a bone. So yeah, we're just about on the cusp of my money. So consolidate Switzerland. Here we go. Vord and Wallace. Vord and Wallace owned by me. Will give me extra stuff. Sway Geneva. Geneva may become our subject. May become our subject. Affair of the Sausages. That's not going to be done until later. I need 3 provinces at level 3 for forts. Bear in mind that the first instance of taking up for buildings for forts is Bastion at 14. So that's a late game mission, or later game mission. The Pope needs to have 100 relations, and I need to do stuff with giving them units or whatever. So let's maybe start improving relations with the Pope. Nice. But yeah, it turns out allying the 3 leagues was the wrong way to go. I should have just attacked them. But, you know, sometimes they can get some allies. See, like, just now they would have had Mantua. You know, I would have declared war on them before that happened. I would have declared war on them. Mantua would have then been called in, and then they would come and stomp me or whatever. So this is fine for now. It could be a little bit of a slow start, but I've already worked out the first 3 ideas. So, this campaign will start with Merc ideas, for reasons that should be obvious. We'll then have, I don't know the order of the 2, but it will then be infrastructure and court. With Merc ideas, we can look at it via Merc itself. We'll get Merc discipline from infrastructure, not bad. And from court, we get mercenary cost. So that's going to be very handy. Basically, I've got no better way to put it than handy. In the meantime, what else is going on? Burgundy. Brittany, Old Burgundy, Noah. Can't say I'm particularly enamored about my surrounding nations and their ally choices. And then as for the tier 2, I think I'll be taking republicanism for the yearly Republican tradition. And frequency of elections, we'll go for frequent elections, because then you get the rulers going and rolling in. Plus, because I'll be probably going Merc, then court, then infrastructure, I'll be benefiting from yearly Republican tradition in here, so it will offset the somewhat presumed slightly higher costs from frequently electing. It does scale with the election terms, but it's still overall more to elect when you do it more often. Oh yeah, and also to my side, we have a Bregenz, who is not always guaranteed, but normally it's Austria, so the fact it's Augsburg is a bit different. Constans are a free city, so yeah. That's kind of the lay of the land for you. I think what I may have to do is build up some favours with France. Also, am I the only ally of France? Only me. What if we attack Burgundy? You know, what could be kind of handy is attacking Burgundy. Let's fabricate a claim. You know what? Let's do it with the Papal State Diplomat rather than the 3 Leagues one. Just to start things off. So yeah, it's going to be a slow start, but hopefully we can explode through. So I want to get a couple claims on here, so I can get into this. That'd be lovely before Charles the Bold gets it out of here. So maybe I should look at people who hate Burgundy. Who hate Burgundy, sorry. Sounded like I said who ate Burgundy. Nobody's eaten Burgundy yet. But someone's going to be getting the succession. Austria getting the Kingdom of Italy event. It's just them. It just says, oh yeah, try and keep Italy in your friendships, will ya? And then Austria's like, lol, no, we'll lose them later instead. Nice and detailed. You can't drill with Merc companies, which is why I'm currently not doing it. To be able to drill with Mercs, you need... Where is it? It's one of the policies in here. Merc companies will no longer reduce army professions when hired. Not quite what I'm looking for. Here we go, mercenary recruitment. Allow mercenary units to drill. Good stuff. So yeah, Merc only campaign's a little bit interesting because We'll start with a few little guys and then we'll end up with quite a few more bigger little guys. And because I'm focusing mainly on paying for troops with set sizes, and we've set, you know, limitations with them, it doesn't matter so much about what tech ideas I really, what meal techs I go for really. So in this campaign I'll be taking Mercenary, Plutocratic, and probably Defensive, and that's probably it. Everything else will be stuff like Infrastructure and maybe Economic or Innovativeness, or Innovative, sorry. Core ideas of course, maybe Trade even. Maritime is out of the picture, as is Naval, for reasons that should be obvious. Well, actually I haven't actually explained yet. I've already done the Switzerlake achievement. I did it years ago. But the plan is to kind of replicate it again. I don't remember if the first time I did it Mercs only. I think early game I didn't use Mercs. And then I used a few Mercs peppered in. But this time we're going to go full Mercs. See how it turns out. So as for my trust with France, it goes up by, favours, goes up by 0.1 a month. Also, because I've allied France super early here, I'll probably be called into the 100 Years' War. Unless England just cede Maine to France. Given France's allies, I imagine that England might say no, then France will declare the war, and then I'm pulled into it. That's what I would assume. Which means I'll be sitting at a high amount of war exhaustion from them not leaving the war. Ah well. Okay, Sarah, right? So yeah, what I should really do for the nobility actually, you know what, I'm going to do it. Let's grab the vehicle and just complete this off early. Just realised there's no point in not doing it, right? Then I can summon the deer again in a couple of years time. I think that's fine. And yeah, officer rights. Not sure I need it. Let's recruit a general. And then just get rid of it. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well, whatever. But yeah, you can see only one of the armies didn't have a general. 6 fire. That's a man ahead of his time. Look at that. 6 fire, 0 shock, 0 siege, but 3 maneuver. That is... Come back in about 150 years, my guy. You might be useful then. Of course, I still want to try and get these cores, but for now it's okay. All in due time. Patience, young Padawan. My balance will also go up when I... Ooh, excommunication, you say? I mean, 50% aggressive expansion, or 25%. So it's still better to go for the reconquest for the 2, unless I really want other provinces. But I think it would just be take Ford and Wallace, maybe. 50% across the board would also allow me to get slightly bigger into, say, Brescia and Cambrai, though. Maybe even take Geneva. Geneva is supported by Castile and Milan. Should I just pull the trigger and we just play along? For now, we'll grab this. I just want the one. Dude. Maybe I'll wait for Tech 4 and do it. So yeah, the plan currently will be Tech 4, get the morale, be ahead, and crush into Savoy. I could wait to see if Aragon get PU'd by Castile, that'd be funny. Aragon go under Castile. Savoy lose their alliance. Then it's just Savoy, Lucha and Mulhouse. And we're laughing. But we'll see. Mulhouse are only allied with Savoy. If only there wasn't a couple Austrian provinces between me and them. That'd be great. Let's also improve relations with France for now. Just get things rolling. And this France has annulled its alliance with Provence. I've only just noticed that. I mean, either or, to each their own. I kept them and used them as a PU and gave them all of Italy, didn't I? Minus Salento, because it was in the hands of the Ottomans. But whatever works for them. Also have this fort in Bern. Why was I not mothballing it to begin with? So I thought St. Gallen used to start with a fort on there. Oh well. So anyway, my two best provinces that I have are Bern and Wildstadt, because they're iron. That will come in great handy, great use later. Even though the trading bonus for cloth is Merc maintenance. I point it out, but I don't have any. Here we go, here we go. England ally with Leinster, Castile and Portugal. In I go. Right, let's see here. I can't actually go help because I don't have access through anyone possible. I'll let France get the accesses. So yeah, now I just need to stay with France while they take the usual. But of course they'll take forever doing it. So I might have to declare my own wars in the meantime. We'll see. Let's bring up the game speed a little. Do we now have access? Not even an appanage is asking for access here. That's a shame. Could have done with something. Oh, something else I need to do is actually improve relations with the Papal State for one of my missions. So that's something I can work on. Here we go. And then do I also need to give them mercs? Pope has won a war while hiring Swiss Condottieri. They've won a war. Okay. Expanded the Papal Guard. Merc cost for 20 years. Protect against Austria. Austria doesn't exist, or I'm allied with Switzerland for one of Austria's rivals, or my armed strength is half of Austria's. Ah, whatever. We'll work it all out at the time, nearer the time. Why I'm now earning minus 0.3 maintenance is a little beyond me, but whatever. Right, I can now go to Calais, so let's help out. Let's contribute. I've got mercs with 3 siege that have been waiting and ready and raring to go. I always love that they all have 12,952 spare units. It's pretty nice. And yeah, Armagnac are also going up to Calais, so maybe... Where's Jules von Nordheim? You're going up. The Reichsläufer. I should have done it via this menu, sorry. We'll go the others in Bern still. I think that's okay. So yeah, I'll just be the reinforcing or supporting army while I have the biggest siege value by far. Can't remember if I need to do extra stuff with the 3 leagues to make them, to make the event happen where they become my vassal. I actually don't remember. In the Habsburgs we've been 5% army morale though. Uh oh, hold on. I'm going the wrong way here. Let's join in. Right, I don't know what my allies here are doing. They just gave up. I should have brought the rest of the Mercs over, apparently, was the correct answer. Oh well, let's see what happens here. Just as long as I don't lose anybody, I'm not fussed. Let's just test the waters here. Go to Ghent. Are they in Calais? I still can't quite see. Don't want to step into Bruges in case of... Yeah, I think they're in there. You can see glimmers of units. So someone's going to claim on France Comte. Yes, please. After this war, France will also be stronger, and they'll have more trust with me because I'll have helped them. So, this is all going to work in my favour. They're just running away again. Maybe there are units in Calais then, for sure. If they keep swapping around. Wouldn't have any other reason to be swapping around so haphazardly. Can you reinforce me? You reinforce me when I bring my other units in. You wouldn't have done it otherwise. So cheeky. Also, they had no general there. Oh, hold on. Stop. No. This isn't good. Hopefully they'll bring the other units in. I mean, to be fair, it's not a problem because it's all Mercs. At least on my end, it's all Mercs. So... it's not going to change anything to do with the cost, it's just going to take up the manpower of my Merc companies. Which itself is not beneficial either. Right, let's go here. 23rd of July, they're out on the... No. Need to be in on the 30th. They stop moving entirely, fine. We'll just go in, go. One in, all in. Don't say I haven't helped. I somewhat have contribution. I'm not going to take the statutory rights. And then they're going to get stack wiped on. Nice. Good stuff. Then the Reichslarva stays here. The other two go back to Bern, and we just wait out the war, basically. Not too bad. I mean, the unit loss is bad, but otherwise we're looking good. So I think we'll end this episode off here for now, as a start, I suppose. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.